Hi there guys, Saints929 here, and I'm bringing you yet another tutorial for Dust514 on behalf of 7 Gaming. Now, I'm going to go through some of your basic chat options today, whether it be squad, local, chat channels, or simply inviting players into your contact list. Now first of all, as you'll see here, once you're part of a corporation, you'll be able to access its members via the neocom. You simply go onto corporation, you go members. Now you want to press X on the players, not triangle as I did here. You want to press X, and this will allow you to add a contact. As you can see at the bottom here, you're going to add your contact, and therefore they're immediately going to be on your contact list. Now this allows you to invite players into your squad, and therefore allows you to play with them within game. Now at the moment you've got 4-man squads, but when the game comes into full fruition, you'll be able to have a 6-man squad. So it's massively key to have people on your contacts list. As I've shown here, you're able to access your contact list via social, and you'll see anybody you've added comes up in this list. Now as you can see, I just added Storm Chaser and he appears on the list. The next thing you're going to want to do, you're going to press select, and you'll ultimately see you have various chat options available to you. You have notifications, local, corp, squad, and chat channels. And I shall now go through each of these in detail. Now notifications, as I said in the previous video, you simply can press right, you can read or delete. I'm going to quickly delete this. This just shows that I've added Storm Chaser as a contact. The next is local. Local is very much temperamental. You get often players who are either trying to recruit, or you'll have players simply trying to troll. I can't really say much, I do troll myself, but this is what local is. You're just random players across servers. You may play against them, you may not. The next is corp. First thing you'll notice is that me and Lady Necros have very different avatars. That is because Lady Necros, he is an Eve player, whereas I am a Dust player. The Dust player icon is the icon that you chose at the very beginning of the game. The next thing is squad. Now squad, if you press X, you can create a squad. Now you'll see here I have several empty slots. You'll also see at the very top it says voice enabled, and you'll also see next to my name there's a little speech bubble that is flashing on and off green. Now voice enabled means you do not need a UVT in order to use, or a universal voice transmitter. You can simply talk within chat without any necessary requirements, unless you have the chat options I discussed in the previous video. Now the first thing you can do here is you can select your empty slot, and you can invite a player. Now you're inviting a player, this is why it's key to add people to your contacts list. Now to annoy every single person that I've added on this user, I'm going to simply invite all of them. You click OK, and you're good to go. Now those people will see in their notification section a request to join squad, and therefore they can either accept or deny it or reject. They can accept, they'll appear in one of those empty slots. Now as I said, the voice enabled allows you to talk to them. You can see next to it, it says push to talk off. That simply shows that my options are set correctly, as I went through in my previous video. Now, as I said, these are 4-man squads at the moment. They're looking to increase to 6 as the game comes into a further fruition. You'll be able to talk to simply your squad and no one else. But because you do not need a UVT, many of the players who haven't purchased Aurum often will be able to speak in squad, but not in corp chat, which I'm later going to go through. A key thing to this will be the contact list. As I said, you're going to need people in your contact list. Corp is slightly different. As you can see, I've got a UVT option, and I can choose to activate voice. You do this by simply pressing X. It offers you to activate voice. You then click X, and it allows you. You need a UVT, as I said. This is where it gave a little timer and a little speaker. Now you go into augmentations, and you'll see that I have a universal voice transmitter. Now you require this in order to talk in corp, and this will allow you to talk to tens to hundreds of people at the same time. Now you'll see there is a time limit on that. That is because I purchased a certain form of UVT, and you'll be able to purchase it so long as you have Aurum, which is your purchasable currency. Now Aurum can be acquired via the mercenary pack that the Dust514 development team and CCP have put on PSN store. You can also access it via your marketplace. Now what you'll do is you'll have an empty option. There won't be anything there to start off with. You want to press X on that option, as I've just done with my UVT section. That will create the option to purchase it. As the menu you can just see here, this is the menu that will come up for you. I've chose to extend mine, but I still get the same option. If you have the purchasable currency that comes up yellow and AUR, you will click yes and you'll confirm. and this will take you straight to Marketplace. As you can see, it has its own section and various different UVTs come up. Now, seeing as I've already bought the 30-day one, I'm only going to purchase the 1-day one now just to show you. However, it's the exact same as buying any other item within the Marketplace. You simply click X and you'll have several options come up. You can also choose to see info on it by pressing triangle, but as you say, if you press X, several of these options come up as a separate thing. I'm simply going to press purchase, but if you want to look into more detail about these items, then you can go through prerequisites. There aren't any. Access skills, you don't need any skills, and show info will simply say how long and how much it costs, basically. So I haven't done it because there isn't much need. It's very easy to understand. Once you've purchased it, you'll be able to access your augmentation straight away and activate it. You're going to click OK, so long as you have Aurum and you've been able to purchase it. This will bring you to your augmentation section again on your character sheet, and you'll be able to access the section again as you did before. In order to purchase it on Marketplace, you'll press X. It will come up with an option to fit your augmentation you've just purchased, and you're going to click confirm, and then you shall have the option come up as it is on mine. You'll see the universal voice transmitter and the timer will immediately start to go down, and this will allow you to activate voice within chat. Now, as you've seen here, it's the exact same as though you're in a squad. You should have a speech bubble come up next to your name. If it's green, it means you're speaking. If it's white, it means that you've either got your mic on mute or there's no noise coming through. You'll see just above I've got the timer now, the 23 days. And if there's other players within your corporation, you'd immediately be able to speak to them. Now, if you wanted to activate voice back into squad, you simply the same option. You click X, and that allows you to activate your voice again. You also have several other options. One, to mute all the players in your squad. You may need to do that. I know I talk a lot, and therefore you might want to mute me, but it's the same with any other player. If there's for some reason you need to mute the players because you're doing another task, that's how to do it. You can unmute, you can invite players, and you can lock the squad. The final option is to leave squad. Now, if you send an invite to someone and they're already in the squad, at the moment that invite will not appear, and therefore you need to be free of squads in order to be invited to one. Now, you'll also have options if you go onto a player. You'll see there are several there. They say mute and unmute. Now, finally, you have chat channels. Now, chat channels are creatable. They allow you to talk to people outside of your squad, outside of your corporation. In fact, you can talk to other people in other corporations, and therefore it's very, very useful in order to set up corp battles, or for simply talking to new players, seeing what they're about, and in a sense recruiting. Now, it has similar sort of options, except you can set a password. This makes it unfindable, or you have to know the password in order to access the group, because very much no matter who you are, so long as you know the name of the chat channel, you can join it. You're able to join it simply by going to the create join section. Now I'm going to try and create a new one. As you can see, GTY. Now I'm going to create this channel, and apparently it already exists. Now this channel already exists. Obviously someone has already made it, and therefore I've simply joined it because there's no password set on it. If there was a password, you'd have to put the password in. Now you can create a total new one, and I'm hopefully not going to choose another channel that's already been created. There we go. Now it'll ask me if I want to create it, and I will click confirm, and therefore that channel is made. As you can see here, it comes up as a chat channel, and so long as I've got a UVT, I can talk within that channel. I can activate my voice, it's the same one. If you want to leave a channel, you have the same options. I'm just going to leave these two here. Now, as I said, it can be found anywhere, and therefore if you've made the channel and you want to keep it private, you want to set your password. Now, I hope that helps you. I hope that allows you to speak at a quicker rate, be able to get you straight into the game and able to speak to our players and our members, and hopefully you'll enjoy the game as much as we do, and I look forward to seeing you later on in the game. Thanks guys, thank you for watching.